we tell everyone we're the travel experts, and we're the experts because our staff have been to so many countries. We can say they have been to X percent of countries, and we can also talk about specific countries and just how many people have been there. The highest any individual had been to was in a fairly astonishing 148, and cumulatively across everybody we've been to every country apart from 2, both in the middle of the Pacific. One was the Marshall Islands and the other was Tuvalu. The most visited country I think is pretty obvious. It's the ones that are closest to the UK. I say France is by far the most visited. Within the top 10, lots of other European countries, but also within the countries that Trailfinders sell a great deal of. Countries like the USA, Thailand, Australia are really high percentages as well, which is where we send a lot of our clients, but also brilliant holiday destinations. 2 ways of answering this question. The first is kind of the most obvious, is just which country's got the most votes. So Australia was number 1 and South Africa was number 2. However, once we started looking at who'd been to which countries, then Japan comes number 1 and South Africa again comes number 2. So our staff's favourite cities were, number 1 was Sydney, number 2 was New York, and number 3 was Cape Town. For me, Cape Town would be the standout number 1 because it's just got so much to offer, from amazing food, great beaches, you've got the winelands nearby, you've got Table Mountain, brilliant people, brilliant hotels, great food and wine, fabulous place. One of our staff drove from, I think he drove from Spain, I think his friend drove from London, he met him in Spain, and then they got the ferry across to Morocco, drove through Mauritania and all the way down to Senegal in a 20-year-old Golf or Polo with 3 spare wheels in the back and a couple of guitars. So lots of great stories like that as people have kind of explored the world and done all sorts of different kinds of travel, as well as maybe a more sort of traditional sort of 2-week holiday, which I guess we sell a lot of.